Hello, my fearless family. How is everyone doing today? Welcome to all my new subscribers. I'm super excited that you decided to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to turn on the notifications and share some of the content if you feel like someone other than yourself can use it. If you're new to my channel, I talk about business credit, personal credit, business funding, and your finances. So all things finance, and just go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. So yes, I am asking for likes today. So go ahead and like this video up. So today we're talking about the credit card company or the banking company by the name, and I will be looking down at my other phone to just read some information to make sure that I give you the correct information. Okay, so BHG Money, you may can find it under BHG Money. It was designed for healthcare professionals, doctors. Once they graduate, they may go on to start their own practice, dentists, those type of healthcare professionals to get funding for their business. And but it's open for anyone because my businesses don't pertain to the healthcare industry at all. And I just want to talk about my process, what I did, and to let you know, you guys, this information is not dated. Today, I'm recording this video November 3rd, 2022. I applied for a business credit card November 2nd, 2022. It was on a Friday, so that was yesterday. Okay, so all of this information is pretty up to date. Okay, so I've before I apply for credit cards, I usually go over to YouTube, or I come to YouTube because YouTube has a wealth of information. And then I get information from people like myself, that will tell me their experience and what steps they took. Now, some people say that you can apply and it's a soft pull on the business credit card. That's not what I experienced. They did pull from TransUnion. I only unfroze my TransUnion. And again, when I apply for credit, business or personal, I'm strategic because I try to keep my inquiries low. So you guys, my credit score for TransUnion was an 802. I did lose 2 points. And it was a hard pull on the credit card. I applied for the Power. Let me take a look. I believe it was the Power MasterCard. Instantly hit my credit. Okay, because I got notifications. And but what happened was the screen said, "Congratulations, you have been approved. You can expect your card between 7 to 10 business days." It did not tell me how much I was approved for. Now, I was expecting a soft pull because I'm basing it off the information from other people's experience. What I did wrong, I believe, is that I should have applied for a business loan first, and then they would have had an account executive, because I called in and I'm going to tell you what was told to me. So it would my file would have been assigned to an account executive. They then would have told me what I was approved for on the business side. Now, to my understanding, this company really don't make any money from the credit cards because they're not funding the credit cards. They're only really funding the business loans. BHG Money or Financial, they do fund their own business loans, but the credit cards are funded by different banks. And anyone that know that most these are like private label credit cards. So everyone has a private label credit card. Take for instance Sam's. That's a private label, but Synchrony Bank fund the card, right? And this company, when I went to look at my TransUnion credit file, it was called Blue Ridge Bank. And that's who funded the card, the banking institution that fund the card. So if you are considering this card and you want a soft pull, the steps that you would need to take is to apply for a business loan first, or some type of business funding, a business line of credit. They have several, and I will leave the link for the business loan. I did not want a business loan. I like revolving credit because it's kind of like money, right? I did not want a lump sum loan, because I don't want the interest to be accumulating, and when you pay it off, the money is not available for you later. I just like a revolving credit, okay, you guys. Um, so I wanted to go directly for the card. My misunderstanding was it was going to be a soft pull for the credit card. No, you would need to apply for a business loan. They will then tell you whether or not you are approved or not. Some people are getting approved for 200K, 50K, and again, this is a loan. And then you're offered a credit card. They will send you some type of activation code. You enter it in, and then you don't have to worry about a hard pull. Now, here's the thing. Once you accept any type of, funding from any institution, it's going to eventually be a hard pull anyway. I know from my credit file that I was going to be approved. I just didn't understand why they didn't tell me how much. The reason why I like soft pull cards is because it tell you how much. That's what I'm loving about Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs, their two credit cards that I have, I was able to see how much I was approved for and decided to accept the card. With business credit, it hasn't been that way. Even with my local community bank that I bank with, when I applied, I had to manually send in, or manually literally write out a credit application. They're really dated, and I told them that during the experience. It took about 2 weeks to get approved, you guys. So I manually filled out this application, and I submitted it to one of the bank managers. They then sent it to underwriting. My credit files, all three, were froze because I wanted them to reach out to me to tell me which file to unfreeze. And the reason why I'm saying this and I'm being really thorough is because if you don't freeze your credit file before applying for credit, they will hit all three of them because you're leaving them open, and you don't want hard inquiries on all of your credit file if you're trying to build a large amount of credit. And right now we're going into 2023. I know by now everyone is hearing that we're going into a recession, or excuse me, they're going into a recession. So you want to make sure you have enough cushion on your personal and your business credit to sustain throughout this wave. Now, we will recover. We always do. If you go and look at investment history, you will know that most millionaires are made during a recession because they have a lot of liquid money available to buy stocks when they're low. So I kind of went off to another, topic, but we're talking about money over here. All of your money, investments, how to make extra money, how to build credit. I'm really strategic with my credit. So that's the reason why I'm telling you this. So what will happen? I have actually applied for credit cards knowing all of my files were froze, because what I wanted to do was I want them to send me a letter and tell me, unfortunately, we're unable to offer you credit because we're not able to see your credit file. Please unfreeze your credit and reapply. And this is the bureaus that we actually pull from. Some will just say Experian, some will say all three, some will just say TransUnion, Equifax. So you can't always take the internet or YouTube as the gospel, because companies pull from different bureaus just depend on where you're located demographically, okay? So you will know by applying and then waiting on that letter. And I know, some people want credit now, but remember, we're being strategic. We're building business and personal credit over a long period of time. We're building relationships with banks, and sometimes it take a little research and patience, okay? So I only unfroze TransUnion, and I mean instantly as soon as I applied, it hit because I received notifications, but it didn't tell me how much I was approved for. So out of curiosity, I called customer service, and she was able to find my application or whatever really fast. All I did was give her my first name, and I said my first and last name. I spelled my first name, and she was able to find the application. She said, "Well, yes, we received your application, and yes, you were approved, but it has to go to an account executive." And I said, "Well, is this, normal? Because usually when I apply for credit, they tell me instantly how much." The only other company that did not do that was, again, my community bank. They told me I was approved, but then I had to literally call in and speak with the underwriter, and they was like, "Well, you were approved for a business credit card for X amount of dollars, and then we will send you out a card." And it literally took 3 weeks to get the card. It was really, really slow. Okay, so and I said, "Well, is this normal for you to approve someone and not tell them how much you're approved for?" And she said, "Well, yes, it has to be assigned, but I will go ahead and assign it to an account executive, and you will receive a phone call from them." I never received a phone call. Maybe 2 hours later, around 2 o'clock Friday, because they were ending their work week. Like Fridays, people are ready to get out of the door. They approved me for $4,000, and I was thinking, well, a lot of YouTubers were claiming that they got 20,000, and mind you, I had an 802 credit score. Okay, I lost 2 points from the inquiry, which is no problem. I have no problem with that. I had 6 inquiries on my credit, and the reason why I have not removed those inquiries is because I actually own those accounts. I do business with those banks, so I can't remove the inquiry. Now, let's pivot into a little credit repair real fast. If you have inquiries on your credit file that you were denied or do not do business with the company, you can remove those. I have an inquiry removal kit. It's like an ebook. It's packaged. All the letters, the laws, and everything that you will need to remove the inquiries from your credit. The link will be directly below the video. Everything is 50% off until the end of the year, and then it will go back up full price. So take advantage of it. It's really, really cheap in order to fix your credit. Okay, you guys? So I just wanted to throw that in there. Remember, if you do business with the company, do not try to remove that inquiry. So all 6 of those inquiries belong to me because I have been applying for personal and business credit. And you guys, most banks are not going to allow you to get credit without pulling your business credit, without pulling your personal credit. Okay. So I was like, wow, they must have a really, you know, some companies are, they're really, I can't even think of the word right now when it comes to, business credit, because I was expecting a lot more than just 4K, and there was no way for me to decline it. So I was thinking, right now, I'm not applying for any credit that I can't see what I'm approved for before I accept it, because I just don't want that inquiry. And then you do have to PG it. So I'm going to let you know that you do have to PG it. You're putting your social security number in twice. It asks you all your information concerning your business along with your EIN. So this is not an EIN credit card. This is not a soft pull. This is a hard pull. EIN, PGN, that's personal guarantee if you don't know what that means. So you are going to be responsible for that card if you default. So with PG, and if you're new to business credit, because I'm talking to everyone, okay? So bear with me for the ones that are, are very knowledgeable of business and personal credit. So if for some reason you default that credit card, then it will show up on your personal credit. But as long as you're making your minimum payments on that credit card and don't default with that relationship with the bank, then you're fine. It's not going to show up on your personal credit, but it do show up as an inquiry. Okay. So again, now that put me at 7 inquiries on my TransUnion. That took my score down to a solid 800, and it's going to put new credit on my credit. Well, it's not going to report as a credit file. So let me stop. I'm overthinking things. So now it's going to show up on my business. Now, with these business credit cards, it does not bill business credit. Okay. So I know some, again, people that's new. I'm talking to people that new. You just got your LLC and you looking to build business credit. The net 30s help you qualify for business credit cards, major credit cards with banks. However, the banks do not report to business credit bureaus, okay? So it's not going to build your credit. You can't get a Navy Fed business card or a Bank of America business card or a Chase preferred business card and it build your business credit. No. The only way to build your business credit to be fundable is to go in with net 30s. So I know that could be controversial because some people say, well, you don't need to have net 30s to actually apply for a business credit card. You're right, but you do have to have good credit. No bank is going to give you business credit and run your personal credit and see that you have a 550 and actually give you a credit card, right? So that's the reason why I said we're building business credit and repairing personal credit at the same time. Now, if you're in a 700 club, then that information just it wasn't for you. It's for people that are trying to get credit. And take it from someone that know you guys. Now I'm like I have 2 businesses. One is a LLC, one is a LLP. Both of them are limited liability companies. So if anything go wrong and I have to shut down, you can remember your business can file bankrupt and you can just walk away from it, and now you're not responsible for unsecured debt. That's the reason why it's so hard to get business credit cards and get large amounts, because banks know that. So that's the reason why we get business credit, is to protect our personal name. If you're new to my channel, okay. So hopefully I kind of cleared up a lot of questions that you may have if you're, again, new and you're just starting out. Get your net 30s actually help you qualify for any type of vehicle or fleet of vehicles for your business. So that's the reason why net 30s, net 15s, 55s, whatever, it helps because it helps build your credit. I will do a video sometime this week or next week on Amazon, their net 55, net 45, how it changed and how you still can qualify for it. Okay. So just stay tuned for that. So let's get back to BHG. I was approved, and I will leave a screenshot of the congratulations. You can expect your card for 7 to 10 business days. And I will also leave an email, show a screenshot of the email that I received that day, like 2 hours after applying, but I did have to call. So keep that in mind. If you want to know how much you were approved for after it says congratulations, just give customer service a call. The wait time was maybe 2 minutes. They were very nice. And again, she assigned it to someone, and that was it. If you don't want the hard pull and you want to see if you qualify for a business loan, you need funding, then I will go the business loan first. They will extend the offer 20, 30K, whatever you know qualify for. Keep in mind that I would say that your credit need to be at least a 700, no lower than a 680 to be approved for business credit or business lines of credit or business loans when it comes to these big banks, because they're being sticklers right now, you guys. We're again, they're going into a recession and they're going to be tight with their money. So I expected that. I wasn't surprised when I only seen $4,000, because I know that banks are getting really tight with their money because they're trying to look at it from a long-term point of view. Now with this card, because it was a Power MasterCard, I do have, I think, 6 months. It may be 6 months. 0% interest plus 6 months 0% interest on transfer balances. You guys, I have never transferred a credit card balance from one company to the next. So I don't know. Most companies do offer that transfer balance, even with the personal. I won't use that because, again, I don't need to transfer any balances. Usually I carry balances on my business end every month, and most of those cards that I carry balances on are very low interest or are currently in an introductory 0% APR. Okay. So hopefully that answered any questions. Let's have a conversation in the chat. If you have this card already, tell us how much you were approved for. If you have a business loan, tell us, you know, how much, if you're willing to give that information, because I understand your privacy. But if you were approved for a business loan, tell us what the process was. Did you have to, you know, provide them with any documentation? I didn't have to give them no docs. They approved me with said income and a said business income, said personal income, because you do have to put both in. You have to put your personal income and you have to put your business yearly revenue in. You know, typical application. There was nothing, you know, strange or red flags for me. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. So this is like an update. I don't know what the other videos are out there. If you apply directly for a card, you will get a hard pull. Now, if you apply for the loan, it's a soft pull, and then they will give you an activation code to go in and apply for the credit card. And it still will be a soft pull until you accept that offer, okay? So that's all I have for today. Again, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, share it with someone that you know that's looking for business funding. If you for some reason have a low credit score and you still need business funding, I have some links below the video. Get money for your business. There are 3 different companies that I work directly with that's helping people get funding for their business. Now, if you have, you know, poor or low credit and you're looking to build up your credit, first you need to remove any inquiries. Then you need to go in and dispute any discrepancies you have on your credit. That will instantly boost your credit. So until next time, you guys, I want you to stay fearless and blessed. Thank you for watching. Bye.